and welcome to another episode of My Life with Android. On today's episode I will be reviewing the free game Shiva the Time Bender available through the Play Store. It is a free game made by Tiny Mogul Games. On the Play Store it is given a strong 4 stars. It's got 16,150 reviews, 8,500 of which are 5 stars. The rest are pretty much equally divided between the rest of the stars from 1 up to 4, meaning about half of the people that download it enjoy the game up to 5. A few of the questions and comments that they had on the game were about the gameplay itself, taking the time to make it a bit better, the graphics and the small little improvements they could make to the game itself when it comes to response time and the time of time reversal. But going through the comments, I did notice that Tiny Mogul actually get back and respond to some of the comments made about the game itself. A few of the other points many people raised about it were the permissions that the game needed, like accessing contacts. A few people wanted to be clarified about why these permissions were there, but it's always up to the person that installs anything onto their device to go through the permissions asked for by the applications that they download. And if you want to know more about the permissions, then pretty much do the research and find out why. I mean, sometimes it needs to know your location and GPS because it runs on it that way, and that's how they gather information about the people that download their games. Where they're downloading it from, how many people from that area downloading, so that they can market it better for those areas or for the areas that they want to market more on. But you've pretty much got to do your research into these permissions yourself. But it was good to see that Tiny Mogul do look at comments and respond to them, and that about half of the people that have rated this game have rated it a 5 star. So when you go onto the game, this is what you see. You've got your achievements down here. So rewind time, you get your bonuses. Jump across the areas once, be kind rewind, use time reversal 10 times. Other ones I haven't done yet: humble beginnings, collect 1,000 orbs, send 1 gift to a friend, the executioner, kill 100 enemies, gift of joy, send 10 gifts to friends, can't touch this, kill 50 enemies. So there's a fair few achievements to do throughout the game, and they just keep going. You've also got the buy orbs for your upgrades. The smallest you can get is 10,000 orbs. Let's see how much. Well, it starts off at 50 pence, which isn't actually too bad. Buy 20,000 orbs for 369. That's not bad at all either. Many games ask for a lot more when it comes for in-app purchases. You've also got your armour. This is your inventory, so this is your avatar, and the armour it's got gold plated, it's in use. I've got 774 orbs to play in the game. You can unlock all these different styles of armours: hair, gauntlets, leg guards, tridents, swords, bow and arrows, guns, and you've also got your powers over here. So you've got your boost, your instant revive, shield, your upgrades. You've got your fly longer, rage on, increase health, stay bigger. You got your weapons: ginormous gun, bone breaking bow, slashing sword. If you go home, you got share it on Google+, and also connect it to Facebook for your achievement and your awards to be shared on both those social sites. And then you click play to go into the play. He runs by himself, hit right to attack, left for jump. So the idea, so there's the time reverse. You only get so long. What? How did I, what? Yeah. So that's not really, that's all my fault. That would definitely be all my fault. Let's replay. So hit the play button and you go to play. So attack, jump. Okay, jumps on the left. You got to do it just as you see him. If you wait until you're he fell down. You only get a certain amount of time. Seriously. This was some of the comments, was the fact that he's not very responsive all the time. Oh, that was quite a cool little power up. Yeah, he's not very responsive at all the time when it comes to jumping, and his jump isn't high enough. There are a few comments made on the Play Store. Hello. The level changed, I'm not quite sure why. But you can see that the artwork's actually quite funky and fun. Oh, you asshole. We wound too far. Yeah, it's just not responsive enough. It could be, well, I know it's not because I'm recording the screen, because I played this game a bit before doing the review and it was still this slightly unresponsive. Which is a shame, because if it was more responsive it would get 5 stars from a lot more people. And you can see me tapping the button. You can see me doing it. Oh, that was my fault. We ran far too far. But this is basically the entire game. Is you run along, you collect the blue orbs, and you slash at your enemies. There it goes. Finally jump. Jump! Yeah, I don't know. Obviously you get upgrades as you go along to make your time reversal a little bit more powerful. But it'd be nice if the combat was better and if the sensitivity to it was better as well. But the game itself, once you get used to it and you're not trying to do a review exactly at the same time, it's actually quite a cool little game. Nice. It is really hard to get further than that into a level though. Sometimes he either doesn't jump in time because it's a bit too unresponsive, or he falls through the floor when he gets to the other side. There we go. Look at that. According to that, he actually got. See, he's doing it again. Oh, fuck's sake. And again. Just jump. You can see the few little kinks that this game has. Blimey. If it was that little bit more responsive, I could have flown through that level just then. Well, you could see the kinks that it was having and the problems it was having. So you can see where I'm touching the screen. And when I'm touching the screen. That was my fault. Why? Did he hit me as I came back up in reverse? Yeesh! What the hell? You know, Android really could be a good place for games if people just really took their time. I mean, I know you don't get like a load of people working on these projects. It's literally only like a handful of people, like 3 to 5 people that work on an Android game. Sometimes, mainly, it's only one person. But just take that little bit more time to slowly release a better product if it's a free game than to rush through it and create something which you know could be a lot better. Wow, I wasted so much then. There's so many little tiny glitches with this game. It's a cool game, it would be a fun game, but it's definitely a 3 out of 5 game because of all the little glitches. Improve it, it's a 4 out of 5 game. Make it so these are just not, because I think most of this armour is only prosthetic, really. It's cosmetic, it doesn't really do a lot. It doesn't really change how much hits you can take or things like that. So, I mean, all these add to the boost that you get up throughout the game. But I don't think these particularly add up to much of your bloke. But it's a good game. It's worth downloading. If you want a good game that kills a few minutes whilst you're waiting for something, just have a look at all the permissions before you download it. And as I say, it's had 16,150 reviews, and half of them were 5 stars. And I did enjoy this game before I found that out, I should say. But yeah, it's a good game. It's 3 out of 5 for Shiva the Time Bender by Tiny Mogul Games, available for free on the Play Store. This was done on the Samsung Note 10.1. Please check out the rest of my reviews along with other additional content on my channel. Remember to enjoy, comment, share and like. Thank you very much for watching My Life with Android, and until next time, take care.